Okay everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and today I'm actually off for the second or third time to the world's largest flea market here in Sweden. I say the world's largest because that is essentially the way they've decided to market themselves. You might remember that me and Mustafo, aka Stefan, went there a couple of years ago. This time I am actually going alone. I'm gonna meet up with my sister and stuff. That's what we're going today, so I'm just gonna be driving for a while. And then once I arrive at my destination, which should be fairly quickly, seeing as I'm just editing this stuff out, but it takes about a 1 hour, 1.5 hour to drive there. And so here we are. It's gonna be a little bit of a walk to the place, so I just parked my car and gonna get some of my stuff out. Just bring a bag and yada yada. But yeah, there's yeah, quote unquote the world's largest flea market. Sorry if I'm in the dark a bit, but just to show you, it is essentially one big horse racing track. That's what it's commonly used for. So you can see all the cars all around the racetrack, and yeah, it is fucking massive. I mean, I went here about last year or the year before, and I walked around for like 3 hours, and I, hardly was able to check out everything. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see if I find anything today. It's really a big spectacle today, I gotta say. They're actually charging admission this year, which I thought was kind of weird and slightly annoying. But this is like the first really big flea market of the summer season. So yeah, I just can't wait. Let's just get into it, shall we? This place is so huge. I've essentially been walking around for, I would say, like 3 hours, and I can honestly say that I haven't checked everything out. I actually made a ton of cool finds, so I'm really happy about today's pickups. But now I'm essentially just really exhausted, so I'm gonna get in my car and go home, and then I'm gonna go through all the stuff I found in a bit more of a I can't really speak. But yeah, absolutely insanely large place, so really happy about this. Gonna get in my car and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so I am back home and got a couple bags worth of stuff, which I thought we would just go through. And you can actually go ahead and flip the camera maybe. Sorry that it's a bit messy in here. I'm actually packaging up a bunch of stuff for the VHS collectors gathering, which is not next weekend but the weekend after that. So yeah, got some bunch of stuff laid out, which I'm essentially bringing over there. So move you over here. Now I thought we would just go through the stuff I got and try to get a good angle on this. First thing I got, I was really happy about, were these vintage sort of leather punk style boots, which I quite enjoy. This is metal plates, and they are metal toed. So this is, you know, one of those, you can actually stand on this, wouldn't hurt your toes, because yes, it is very much a heavy duty boot. So I thought these looked kind of cool. And this is a label called Underground. It is a UK brand. This is a size 8, which would be, I think, roughly like size 42 in Sweden. I'm 43, but these seem to fit me pretty well, and I paid 320 Swedish crowns, which was a bit more than I wanted to pay for these. The girl selling them wanted like 400 to begin with, so was able to haggle them down a little bit, and they seem to be in pretty good shape, so yeah, really happy about those. So that's the first. And then while we're on the topic, I also got this leather belt, sort of generally a fan of. Then we got my bag here, which I had with me, but in it I got one of the strangest finds today, which I honestly don't know what it is. Maybe some of you guys can help me figure this out. This is some type of, I am guessing, camera technology, but it's a Czechoslovakian brand. Optimus 6x6 is the label. I can actually just show you a close-up of the label there. So I really don't know much about this. I just thought it looked kind of cool, and you know, sort of like a microscopical kind of thing or something. And you can also turn this, which essentially brings this out. And you can look through it. Obviously got some kind of lenses, but as to what this was actually mounted on, I don't know. No idea what this is, but it looked kind of cool. And he only wanted like 40 Swedish crowns for it. Piece of machinery that I can just keep on display, so I decided to pick that up. Next up, we got a bag here, which all came from the same seller. This was also really cool for me because this guy, I picked up a couple of videotapes from him, but as it turns out, he actually said that he had more tapes. So, you know, we sort of exchanged phone numbers, and I figured I could actually meet up with him like, I don't know, maybe next week or something, because he said that he had more films, he just didn't have them with him. And these are sort of old school erotica or pornography, but the covers are not actually photographic, so I'm pretty sure I can show you these. These are obviously artistic renderings, like these sort of classic style. These are Swedish tapes, of course. I don't think these were particularly collectible. This one might not be super collectible, but I mean, they were definitely worth the money he wanted. And here's the last one. I don't think this is particularly unrated or X-rated, but yeah, that's the last one. So I got those three, which I'm really happy about, because it's not too often that I actually find videotapes at flea markets these days. Especially these old rental cassettes are pretty uncommon. Oh, and then the last thing I got, which was also from the same seller, was kind of cool. This is another annual, like a year's worth, a full volume of magazines, which have been bound together using this fancy binder. And if you follow me on Instagram, you might know that I recently picked up a bunch of other bound books, which are over there, the blue ones, which were from this old vintage magazine called Crime Weekly, or Veckans Brott in Swedish, which were actually bound like they were from the publisher's own library. Now, I don't know about this one. This is a different magazine, but I found it interesting that this was also, you know, contained in a binder, which is quite unusual, which would indicate that it's possibly a library copy or a publisher's copy or whatever. So this is an annual volume from 1970, and it's of a photographic magazine. So it's not really like an erotic or a pornographic mag, but seeing as it is from the 1970s, it is a magazine about photography and photographic technology. But based on the era, you can see that like the overall cover images are very much photos of sort of semi-naked women. But apart from the cover shots, I thought I would show you, see if I can find another one. You can see sort of like this one as well. So it's all, I mean, some of them, I mean, they're not X-rated. Some of them show a nipple or two, but that's about as extreme as it gets. I don't think they have any centerfolds or anything, but just being like in the 70s in that style, it is sort of reminiscent of, you know, very early, very innocent Playboy, I suppose. The articles themselves are not, you can see, it's not an erotic magazine or not a picture-based magazine, so to speak. There are in fact a lot of various articles, essentially just filled with articles about photography, like, you know, how do you get the best lighting, or how do you, here's like a nature special about how you photograph birds and stuff. I don't know, I just think it's really cool stuff. Oh, here's actually a shot of, pretty sure this is Christina Lindbergh. I sort of have to censor this a little bit, but still wanted to show you. Vintage ad right there for some, oh, it's for batteries. Yeah, I always love it when you have to really rack your mind trying to figure out what it's an ad for. Here's another example of a cover shot. I have nipples which I need to cover up. So this was pretty interesting. This doesn't have any inscription that I've been able to find so far. There's no text on the actual binder, no signature or stamp or anything, so I have no idea where this came from. And the full name of the magazine is actually Photo and Film Technology. That's sort of like the entire title, but their logo just says Photo. Film Technology is sort of, you know, just in fine print. But that is essentially all the stuff I got today, I think. So we got the photo book, we got the 3 X-rated vintage tapes, we got the bizarre camera equipment from Czechoslovakia, got the punk belt, and we got these awesome heavy-duty leather boots. So yeah, really hope you enjoyed it, and as usual, hope to see you all next time.